Welcome. We're going to make a live stream tonight about money blockage, the way of looking at money in the new time. My name is Mathijs. I help highly sensitive people to discover their life purpose, and I work a lot with the Ascended Masters. And today we're going to look from a different perspective of money. And next to me is my colleague Paulo.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Mathijs.
Hi,
Thank you
Paulo.
for inviting.
Yes, I think we will have a nice live show. Let's hear if the sound is right. If the sound is okay, let us know via the YouTube chat, or if you're watching via my site, which I see someone is online there. Let us know in the chat, and then we know we can start in 1 minute because it's almost 8 o'clock and we will start at exactly 8 o'clock. So let us know in the chat if the sound is good, if you can hear us. And for what I see, everything works, so that's okay. Yes, Bernadette, good evening. The sound is good. Well, thank you very much, Bernadette. Thank you for joining us. So let's start. We're talking about money blockage tonight. How can you remove your money block? And a lot of people have money blocks. It means they have not enough money. They're having a battle in themselves with money. It's not good. It's evil. It's misusage. There are a lot of money issues you can have. Why you have problems with money? And when you have a problem with money, when you have a blockage with money, it will not flow. And some people are very spiritual and they say, money is not good, and I leave it that way, like that is very spiritual. But later on in this live stream, I will tell you why that is not spiritual at all. So we will come back later on that and tell more about the money. Also, money in the fifth dimension, in the new time, and the place money will have, and maybe we can discuss a little bit about the future. So if you have money problems, it's not something you are proud of mostly, but some people are. You're welcome to share if you feel any struggle with money. It's also good for us if we talk about to have some examples. So, Paulo, do you see a lot of money problems in your surrounding?
Yeah, Portugal is not a rich country,
Mm-hmm.
right? In Europe, we don't see Portugal as a country you earn a lot. The normal uh, you heard it's something about 600, something like that. So for other countries is very low. So yeah, a lot of people complain about the money. Of course, I think it's almost cultural, right? You can almost say like that. So a lot of people say like, yeah, I have money issues. It's not enough. In Portugal right now, you have the rent of the houses really high in Lisbon. So it's very difficult for having a good life, having money to spend uh, uh, like you want to do. So yeah, you have. I see a lot of issues with money around me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some people believe money has a connection with happiness, but they did a lot of research about it, and it seems like it's not totally true. There is like a border, and if you cross the border, you have enough money to live. Then that really helps with your happiness. But that's not like if you have more, you will be happier. But there is some basic need of money to be happy. But when you have that basic, there's no need for more money. So I'm right now in Bosnia, and here the month for a month they earn like 3 maybe 400 euros, so it's even lower than in Portugal. Um, and so that's also very different from North European standards, because the North European standards are much higher. That's what it is. But people are very happy here. But you see here there is a difference between, we are very technological advanced. We use machines for everything. That's not how it works here. So that's different also. So the standard of what we are used in Holland is different than here and also in Portugal, I think. Yeah. So let's talk about money, where from a spiritual aspect also, and what money means. And I think it's good to go back to when money for the first time someone get the idea. Let's use money to make trades, because before money there was like people would, I do your hair and I will do your garden, and I have sheeps with milk and you get milk, and I get from the field I will get corn or other things. So there was a trading system, and then someone thought, oh, it might be handy to have something else to exchange, and so money exists. From that point of perspective, money was very important because it gives freedom, freedom to not. The system got easier, and it gives freedom to even trade with another village easier, or with villages farther away. So I always say the consciousness of trading was getting bigger. So the first start of money was, the consciousness was small, and introducing money, the consciousness get bigger, and I could trade with other uh, villages, towns, and get other things. So what you see is that because of the money, the consciousness is expanding, and also there was more freedom. So let's make a huge jump to now. And when you look at now, you can see that the consciousness, we can trade all over the world with the use of money. It gives us enormous freedom, because I'm now in a totally different area, but I can still be here, live here for a short period, have a holiday, and that's the same for you. You can go to Holland and just do everything you want because of the money system, and that's very handy, of course. And you see, and it's very important to not have judgments about money. Also, not the systems I'm talking about. It's not about judgment. It's just about the perception of freedom and consciousness grow. So if you take a look at bitcoins or other coins, digital coins, you see it's a new way, new expanding of consciousness, because everyone can pay in the same coin, Bitcoin. It's digital, of course. I'm not saying it's good or it's bad, but it's just, if you
Yeah.
look from the way of consciousness, it's a new way of expanding and more together. Certainly, if you take a look at the technology behind it. So that's basically what money does. It gives freedom. It's expanding the possibilities. So from its source, it's very good. So, and then you have the human mind who's thinking, oh, you can do things with money, you can, and then people take advantage of it. People, um, well, we see it in different ways, that people taking misuse of money, if they feel, I have always not enough money. That's just a feeling. They have enough money, but it's just a feeling, I don't have enough, and they're always want to have more. So basically, because of our human nature and unsolved issues, we have money problems. But money itself is from consciousness, from existence. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think in time when we develop and our consciousness develop also on a more collective level, you will see it will it will change, and the thing behind the change will always be to expand and give more possibilities. Yeah, so they think that's a good idea, good thing, and maybe when we solve our own issues, it will even be that people are living in spiritual health, and also in they have always enough. So that's a good thing. But it is an evolution. It's developing, and maybe when there's a revolution, we make big jumps. So, but you can work on yourself, of course, with money, and solve your own issues. And if you solve your issues, you can use the consciousness of the money in your life to do good things, the things you feel needs to be done from the inside with love. And then money is just something that helps you in a way you want money to help you. You can have your own vision about it. So, Paulo, can you maybe you did some lovely things with pyramids and with wishes, and maybe
Yeah,
you can tell something about that.
yeah. In the, I think the point in here, and I always explain when you work with let's put it like the gold pyramid is for prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
So I always say, like, imagine in your mind, you were taught that you need to be healthy, and if you are healthy, you have work, and if you have work, you have money.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in your mind, it's completely inside you, it's in your unconscious mind. So you are every time I say, like, okay, this is like the wheel, it's for prosperity. The money wheel is for
Yes,
prosperity.
that's what this one.
Yes, but if in your mind, in your mindset, prosperity, it's being held. So we are not talking really about the money. We are talking about being very healthy. So that's the biggest point. It's like money. It's something to give value to something in my perception. It's
Mm-hmm.
like this cost €1. Okay, but this is what the value of this. This is €1 because somebody told the valuer of this thing. So this is another valuer. So we have the money. It's more like to make the valuer of the things. And if your value of prosperity, it's health. So every time you use a tool of ascension for be prosper, you're going to be very healthy, and of course that will bring money and work and all that stuff, because your energy, your vibration is bringing something really back. But in the meantime, when people say, like, oh, but I'm getting really rich, you are really rich because in your mindset you want to be very healthy, because that's what is your unconscious mind. So that's the point of I start to explain to everyone, like, the moment you want something, or you train your brain to that, or you leave it like the way it is, but
Mm-hmm.
you know what you are exactly want. So
Okay.
that's perception.
Yes. So um, that's it's nice to talk and also see for yourself what happens in yourself. So money has a connection uh, with health or with other things, and it's good to see those connections in yourself. Like money has a big connection with freedom. Um, so yeah, they're basically it's like money, it's connected with a lot of things. So if you understand the connection with these different things, like freedom, and you can let the money flow, it is not only giving you money, but it's giving you freedom or health or other things that are important for you. So you were talking about the money wheel, which is the transformation wheel, the clear one. You can wear this even with the spiral, um, and it's really nice because someone was wearing it, and in the beginning, the first 3 weeks, she did not feel anything. And then after 6 weeks, because this transformation needed to really work deep, she felt prosperity, and it was a feeling inside. And when you have that feeling inside, you will attract it also, because the world is also a mirror of yourself. So if you feel that within, you will attract that also into your life. So it's very good to create that feeling in a meditation or with help of the wheel. And also the golden light will help to attract more in your life. And you already taught the golden pyramid also. So the money mindset is indeed very important. It's also very important to see all the connections. So let's ask if there are any questions about it. Let us know in the chat on YouTube or on my website. If you don't have questions, also let us know. It's always handy to see. And I hope everything we told until now is clear. And otherwise, you can definitely ask us some questions. So I'm always very of the meditating, and Buddha was also very. He said you can only reach enlightenment by meditation. So that's what he told people, or in some scriptures are. That's what he says. So meditating with the wheel is even better, because you open your energy system, and the energy of the wheel will help you to transform your energy, and it helps you to feel, if you're meditating like for 10 minutes with it, it helps you to feel the prosperity in yourself and activate it in yourself. So and if you work with golden light, just work also with Kotami. We can really help you to do that. Bernadette, we are rich in complaining about money. Yes. Yes. It's interesting what you say, Bernadette. It's um, really a thing. But you still see, like, if you look at the Brexit, uh, because of the lack of money, people voted mostly for leaving, because they thought a lot of money was going to the EU, and without adjustment if it's right to go out of the EU or staying in, because that's not the discussion of today, but just you could see that that was really one of the big arguments to leave for a lot of people, and for people to stay there was also the same argument. So money is everywhere in our system, and if you're talking about we complain about money, yeah, it's definitely true, that we are rich in a way, and we are still complaining, but it's so everywhere. You see how it really connects to all these decisions we make, also on a bigger scale, also collectively, and we're not free uh, of the attachment of money yet. So that's basically, it's very good what Bernadette says, because you have the money and you can let it flow in your life, but that's also very important to don't have an attachment to money. If
Yeah.
you're too attached to money, which is basically something Buddha also told in his scriptures, in his lectures, it's not good to be attached. And also, if you have an attachment with money, yeah, you have to just to see it. Okay, it's there. I can use it, but not being attached to it, which basically is for all the stuff we have. I have a car, and when I bought it, I felt it's the car I have now, and it will serve me until I have a new car. So it's not that I feel attached to the car. It's there because it felt the right car intuitively, and when there were, yeah, you never know what happens, and then we will see. So the attachment to stuff or to money, it's really important to let that go, and also really good to meditate on that also. Yes, thank you for telling us, Bernadette. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
it's
yes.
crazy because I had a testimonial here a few years ago, and it's because of the gold pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was really was crazy. Was not what we were kind of expecting. Was it's a chef.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, his name is Shakal. He's a big chef. He has a lot of TV shows. He has a restaurant in Portugal. He has a restaurant in Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
And one time he was telling us like, "Oh, I want to sell my restaurant in Berlin because I'm jumping everywhere. I'm having a lot of TV shows and whatever, so I don't have time. And the restaurant, I don't participate so much in the restaurant. So I was thinking to sell. What I can do? So we told like, put your wish in a paper and put it below of the gold pyramid, and then let's see what's going to happen." But then the most crazy thing happened because the next month or something like that, the restaurant was sold. So it was a big problem because they broke some things, they robbed a lot of stuff, whatever. So the guy needs to be in Germany for 3 weeks, I think, something like that, or 2 weeks, because of the insurance company, whatever. But he was completely like, "What is this? I want to sell this. This is the moment. I don't want to nothing to do about it and whatever." But the point was, in that 2 weeks, he needs to be in the restaurant because he was in the restaurant. He was working on the restaurant because he needs to continue work and talk with the insurance and work with everything. There was a guy dinner in the restaurant one time, and he says like, "Do you want to sell this? I want 70% of the restaurant." So he sold 70% of the restaurant in that 2 weeks. So that's a crazy thing to
Yes.
hear
Yeah, that's really nice.
in this story. But that was the only way for him to be 3 weeks in Germany.
Yes.
Otherwise, it was only 1 week,
Yes.
always 1 week in the restaurant working.
Yeah.
So the only time he can get like 2 or 3 weeks in the restaurant was like this. He needs
Yes.
to be there because he needs to solve problems.
Yes.
So he sold the restaurant like that.
Yeah, it's really nice that we can be so attached to that good things can only happen, but good things can come out of something
Bad.
bad happens. So yeah, so it's just the perspective of looking at it, and if you trust your feeling and intuition, you will always see that will lead you the way. So I hope you joined or you were happy and inspiration and by us. So the Ascension tools that can help you are this one. It's Ray 10, the golden gold color light, or the wheel,
Yeah.
and you can see it's within, so it's in, and that's the transformational wheel. There and for example, the golden pyramid. That's really, really good to work on it. And also from a Buddhist perspective, let go of the attachment and let go all the issues in yourself about money, and you will be a very happy person and a very healthy person also. Thank you for watching, and we'd love to see you next time, which will be in, I guess, something like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you subscribe to the channel, you will definitely miss no video. So subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you will never miss a video of us. And there will be videos sometimes about different subjects or live streams, and it's really nice. So thank you for joining. Have a great evening, and see you next time. Bye.
Thank you, guys.